tell us your name?
Amlagi Tseng Karina.
Tsechu.
It's Tsechu.
His Holiness the Dalai Lama asked us to record your experiences so that we can share your memories with many generations of Tibetans, the Chinese, and the rest of the world. Your memories will help us to document the true history, culture, and beliefs of the Tibetan people. Do you give your permission for the Tibet Oral History Project to use this interview?
네, 공사 겸그 쪽에 간주 라칼로 람데 싱간주 아말라기 미지 나라야 nguye nyamyon chungshabe lugyu di durup shugi yore andi phe mirik ta gyarik jamling mima la tenya ge che do re en amala gi nyamyon lugyu di ne ani phe gi rishon da khomshi yije so khari me sebu she tu gi yore ani tharing tiwa chile nang ba ji yorwa di phe gi nga gyun gerab le gyul gi pheju tangya la amala gi chokchen nang gi rwa.
Yes,
you can.
Oh, good. Thank you for offering to share your story with us. During this interview, if you wish to take a break or stop at any time, please let me know. If you do not wish to answer a question or talk about something, please let me know. If this interview was shown in Tibet or China, would this be a problem for you?
There'll be no problems.
No problem. We are honored to record your story and appreciate your participation in this project.
Thank you.
Welcome. So, can you please tell me how old you are?
75.
75. And where were you born?
Lingtsang Gakorma.
It's
Lingtsang.
Gakorma in Lingtsang.
In Lingtsang.
Lingtsang.
In Kham.
Kham Lingtsang Gakorma.
It's in Kham, Lingtsang, Gakorma.
Okay. And how many people were in your family when you were born?
And amla penala chunjung kebe tujuji yorwa dikabla ya amla ge nala ya nami khajuyena. Including me, there were 5 members.
And what kind of work did your family do to earn a livelihood?
And amlagi mitsan ki chowe thendala dikable ya chale kharinangi yona. We were nomads.
Nomads. And did you have, or how many animals did you have, and what kind?
And amla number solaya simjen khari yona ani manglo yona.
Simjen ta muni nreda yaks en yorwa ji yak ti lu yore ta yore ti sam yore ya nje da ji ba rwa ya sen na po rwa nje sen na mo rwa
There were 3
ta yore lu yore
3 kinds of animals. There were sheep, horses, and dri and yak, of which dri is the male and female, and yak is the male.
Lu ta.
3 kinds.
Lisimje manglu yona.
现在要等着你家左右去了，路上家左右了，但你些左右了。
We owned around 200 yaks and deer, 300 sheep, and around 20 horses.
300 sheep?
Yes.
And horses?
20.
20 horses. So, with these amounts of animals, did that make you in a more wealthy class of nomad?
Amla number 12 semje dia niga luk sumya the ya ta ni shu zior wala dinde yonge mizan chik ta drope na ya dropo chuga nang la du ri am la
또 빼슈고 그 논란 로그 말에 슈기가 되게 오마된 람바니 받던 로그래가
so we went like the very wealthiest one but the second one
The more middle class?
the ding ding da were
딩딩 저와
yes like middle class
More middle
딩
class. And Amla, can you tell me a little bit about what kind of activities did you do as a young girl, as a nomad girl?
amla pomu chinju ji be kabla ro ani dropa ji be kabla pomu chinju ji lega khari khari ji re
땅아 진짜 요 두든 또한 레나 아니 this look 보기 진짜 어려워 던져다 야미 이제 제mon다고 제 도서 공과적 공 아니 다시한테 다시 향나 딱 공을 야니 남니 틀어 그래 팀에서 제가 로치 보기 충충 가서 지금 말로 두던 땡티래라
at around the age of 6 or 7 you know the little ones played with the little lamps and then I used also to be tied on a horseback and taken about.
How did it? Were you all by yourself on the horse, or was there somebody with you?
amla taji gan la shagi duwa and the duga ne susu chepo sha shagre yan di gablo la mi shamba ji degire
mari ta ko gon la ta tan den ri yo ro ta ko gon la re ge sen ni xin ge den ri zo ni ji bu ge ri man ro che dal den ri ji ko ri ta gon ka yo re ti to nga ti dam ni ja gre
upon the horse's
다
back
기복 돈 두고 말 띠톨 내사 저기 가선 내사로
one didn't sit directly upon the horse's back
근데
but there was some sort of a saddle for a child that was made of wood and I used to be put over there and tied up.
Was it on the side of the horse or on top of the horse?
Tagi surla re, tagi gangla re amla.
딱 몰라
Upon the horse.
딱
on the
몰라
horse's back.
마소다 시소니가 러요니야요
There was protection in the front
아
and
야당도니라
then
쓰데
the child was right in the center.
Up to about what age did a child ride a horse?
아니 로 가지스 봐도 딘데 시작이래. 따강라.
로 댄스 바티가
Till around
괜히
7.
소소선도 들어
And after that, you would be able to ride by yourself.
Do you remember before 7? Do you remember riding in that child's saddle? Can you remember that?
And amla lo dun gi ngwela lo dun le chunga yimbe kabla roa thanda tagi taga di gangla shunya de thengi de thanda.
땡기데 this 땡기데
Yes, I have a faint recollection.
Vague recollection. Were you in the
젬방 안조 전세다 야마 보충아 요르와 또 소소마 유고 던디서 되그와 토마테 나르고 던디서 와테 땡근데 티소야 랭 안조 거리 소와 거리 던디레 안로바
Yeah, for the nomads, everyone used to make that particular saddle for little children. So one was made for me too.
Do you keep that saddle as a keepsake, or does it get passed on to the next person?
아니 단다 딱안라 pugu desa shtua amla pugu tachiyo pugu shens desa jioro di dinde nya degire ya shemba la phate shagire pugu chimbu cha cha diugane
우리 전부 자긴 차든 때 가시 그때 야그래 가시 소소 유마용 보기 여기 천천히 그래와 됐는데서 야그래와 난서 가시 그때 야그래서 땡아이 싫다 시에지메 가르치려나
I do you know exactly
또 소소소소래 가시 그때 야그래 가시 있냐데 그래
exactly what they did with the saddle. Some people gave it away and some kept it, thinking that they might have children later.
Right.
Yeah.
Did And were there other children in the family? And where were you in the lineup of children?
Amla gi na le ya pu shenba yo re amla ma yimba.
Nga yumi pogi yo.
Amla rangi pala amla la pu yo re shenba.
Nga li chunga yo.
Pure
Pomore.
There was one sister younger to me.
Oh.
Tanda really yo.
She lives in America now.
And do you remember going from being in that little baby saddle to being 7? When were you 7? You could then get, at age 7, you could ride a horse. Do you remember riding a horse when you were 7?
Amla kunglu dunes pado ani pugu ta shya dinal ta shya ka di chela lo dun ki jabla so shun tu ya din tengi de.
Thank you.
Yes, I do.
What was it like?
Ani khande rawsta ta so chipu
so goni so ta gong xiang re ba ta ji ge ya pong ni ya dun zo re ba ani ta ta ba ka le zong ti la ba ge zin tin so ka le zon ta yong ba den de ge da go po me ko tan de ji gong li ya ni ti so ka le ro yu go lon ro gen da tan so ka wan ro ta yu ya ma yu pe tan de ro gen de ti xie ge mon de ji
first
ta yung e peng ya po yo nga lo chu ni chu sang go nga ta ka wa yin na ta yu chu chu le de gen de ni chu
ta yu tangi yu na
ta ka tu mi mong bo ta dan ro ma wa ta nga ri chi bo ta ka wa yin na ta ji ro ta ge yo
when you were little, someone put you on top of the horse's back, and then you got the bridle with your hand. And normally these horses were gentle horses, and later you got used to riding, and then I used to sprint, and I was a very good rider when I was around 12, 13.
Oh. Did you get a faster horse as you got older?
Amla ta lo ya lang roa chere ching roa en ta gyogre ta shemba den de ragira ta gyopu do thonge den de
ta mong bo re ka wa yin na ta mong bo.
Yes, you did, because there were many horses.
Yeah. And what kind of saddle did the children have saddles when they were 12 or 13, or ride bareback?
Anita pomuta lo chungni choksum chagirwa amla di kabla ya ta la ga yore ya ta rangi ga me bchini shungire
ga to yore ga yore ten la ga ten re la karsen jencha da ya po zunga ten re kong chembo ten re tan tan to ko bom tre ga sa ten re ta ga ja den ten ta gong xiang ge ten ta ga to chemo ten ju song na ga chi o me ba zon ta chi bo gong xiang ne mo bon ju ge chemo ten.
The horses had saddles, and the saddle had beautiful, valuable covers on top, and you rode on that. And at times, for fun, you rode bareback.
Was there? Are you remembering doing that?
Kanda 10 second devesa.
10 second.
Yes, I do.
Was there a competition between the boys and the girls, or between the children?
Ya punyamdo la ya ta gyoksum duriya dawuda ya pumane pugu nyamdo duriya dawudin de chigre ta.
Ti na cheda chi manyo. Jo son ta cheda do manyo.
Now I didn't do racing with other children much.
You didn't do that much. And let's see. What were those? You said very valuable
Covers on
covers on the horses. What were they made of?
Tanda amla tagi gadi kanliya tende gongchen tende yogure sungi bala. Dunso khare re chala. Tagi gagi kanla.
Ta ga gong la re ol tombo ta to la karse Chimba sen chi yo re wa anzo look po zu ga se tende te ting re chimba ten se re ta te la ten se re ten se ta la ten te ani ti gon la tum se ja re trumse ha go yo atanda trumse ndo ajadrum tende o tende jagre anti don ga jagro gala jensha mumbo re tangi kanga mindron se chimunde.
Normally, it wasn't the saddle that was kept first on the horse's back. It was a sheepskin that was kept on the horse's back, and that was covered with a carpet, as you have this woven carpet here in India these days. And then on top of the carpet was the saddle, and the saddle had many beautiful ornaments, of which I cannot remember all the names.
Was the saddle made of leather?
And amla de tagi gach yora gwa ngoma chi tagang le shari dwa di koa gi su yor wel.
Ko gang koron sing re wa sing la ko ya yo re ani jensha mumbo ta re pa zo go jia ge gong bai de sa yo qian sen ten an zo Tibet ten de no le ka yi ten ge de yo qian sen ni gong ba dong ba ya da zu ni gong ba de no zen ten da ya xiong ge ba o ten de yo re ko men de sing re sing.
The main saddle was made of wood, and it had leather covering, and then there was the metal for the foot. When you climbed on the horse, you had where you put your leg, that was made of metal.
So everybody who rode horses in the nomad family had to have their own saddle?
Ta mezan chigi na la ta drokwa mezan chigi na ta shungi mango yorwa mi changma la ya ga re yore khaga
ta khashil mi changma le menge yore ta ramen da yore gala yo ya ga yore duga yore ramen da yore ji ban ro ma le changma.
Everybody wasn't the same, some did have saddles, some didn't, and even with the saddle there were many different types.
Did you ever have a horse that you would consider your horse, or the one you rode all the time?
And amla la rwa ta di nge ta re sia da so so rang la ya ta ji ge na di nge shwen ya re la ya.
Yore.
Yes, I did.
And can you tell us about this horse? What was the horse's name? What color? What did it look like?
Ne amla ge ta ji yor wa la ta di chanda khare re ta di ming khare sa.
Ngarang kata ti sino ko ta ke se jen ro ndu ta ti chenda ma bo re ma bo manan da re
the color of the horse was dark red.
ta ke me la chong tu
The name of the horse was Chungtuk.
How did you get this horse?
And amla la ta di khandes rare.
la
Ta di amla ta di khandes rare sa.
ti nga no le tong ba nga che din ta ka shi yo re wa an ta ama chi la po ni sam tan di che ong re wa tan che chan ni ni ta in sen so da ko jag re tan di chen ta ti chen bo cha ong re wa ta nga ro da ko jag tan so ta ngu da sen so da ko jag re na ni ta in da sen.
There were horses, in the family when I was born. So these horses had babies, and you could choose a foal and say that that's going to be mine.
Did you do that?
And I'm like that. That's right.
Why did you choose that horse?
And I'm like tanda tadi kharichin dam imbe tanda tadi.
Kandi chen dang yin be sen
Ta amla ta mangbu ta ju ke girwa ta ju di amla ge kharichin dam imbe lar.
ti ta ti ama jo re wa nga chun ka sen ni ni abag di ta di chorong ke yin da sen abag nga le Mrs. on nga te tin ti la po ge che re wa ti nga ro ta zo.
When I was little, my father had told me, that the mother of the foal was my horse, and when this horse gave birth, the foal became mine.
And what did your father do for a living, Amma?
And amalagi palagi chale khare nangi yore di kabla.
그 야마 총다고 잡는도 돼. 라마던들 샵신다고 건발 샵신다고 소 로파소 아니 야마 총다 잡는데 좋더래.
Father worked as an attendant for a lama.
건발 라마던들 건바다 라마던들 로파소
yeah,
아니 마예네 총다고 잡는데.
And at the monastery, and he also went on trades.
And was he in your life until you grew up?
Ani amla charlong chebe kabla ya pala nangla yorwe.
라 요마레 네 빨랑가 촌촌도 동래.
No, father died when I was very young.
Oh, sorry to hear that. Can you tell me what caused him to pass away?
Ani amla ge pala kharichine thongina.
아 나니 동래.
He died from sickness, illness.
Was there any epidemic or illness going on, or was it just an illness that he got?
Ni amlagi da pala nabe ge thuji yorwala. Di kabla lungbe nala ya nayam dindele dide chungyo na.
근데 말에 야 아빠와 당간도 단다스나 줄런다고 티돈다고 생긴도 티쩐다고 호드말 제르잖아. 내가서 줄런 대서 있나 다티가서 만콘도 던데 볼 야부요 말와 줄런 있나 트파노 도이나 뭐 던데 진사리 호드말 마 곰발은 돈이야 이용데 랑가는 나니. 아니 농리알레니 만콘 마 로난 로뉴메니 안 동레랑서
It wasn't an epidemic in the village. No, my father, reflecting back, I think it was like a gallbladder stone or an appendicitis, because he wasn't, he'd been to the monastery, he came back home, and he died very suddenly. And, in Tibet, we didn't have many hospitals.
Right. Oh, that's such a shame. How old were you when he died, Amma?
I was 4 years old.
Oh, only 4. But you can remember him telling you about the horse?
I can remember very little, not much.
So, how many children was your mother left with after he died?
Amlagi ta pala thongrwal di kabla amlagi amalala pugo khaji yobe. I was the only child.
Di yuni nga lo gure wa ani nga amal promotion pa wa yemba ji de ngeni ma shi amal yun po je ma nyore po thong de ra tende mare ngeni chi po che.
And when I was 9 years old, my mother had, my sister from another father, and she only had the 2 of us. There were no children that died, just the 2 of us.
Okay, so how did your mother survive if her husband was gone and she had 1 little girl? How did she make a living?
Amlagi ta pala thongrwa di kabla. Amalagi susupu chikiyore ani di kabla ya chwa khande skena.
No la ajang yore amaka mimbo yore wa ajang travare gombe travare tenina no de ni no amalo roba so de tenzo ajang ya por.
There was my maternal uncle, my mother's brother, who was a monk at the monastery, but he, stayed home to help my mother. And we had about 4 hired help.
So he stayed home from the monastery to help mother?
Yes.
And he hired?
Hired 4 help.
And he hired
helpers.
4
They had in the house 4 hired help.
How did he have the resources to do that if he was a monk?
And amlagi nang kita ashangla tabarwa. And mishi rokwaching nangla yorwa. E kunzula kandes lajatigi yore.
kunzon tantang la imba lu yore su ta yore lu yore su yore to ne amaka nongli ka mi hit tang marwa ani mi gitela chlo ne lu da karsel ta so senchen da to so pa za rengo je ma de won senchen ta den zo wo ma yo de le ka chuma kunzo ge zon do wa.
As I told you before, we had sheep, horses, and other animals. So my mother used to engage in household chores, while these 4 hired help, they grazed the animals and did the milking.
I see. Because before that, did your father do the grazing?
Ani dingol la ya amlagi pala ma thongbengela ani palagi semjen soro chigiyona.
senchen choro da tudun yobo yomo yore roba songe palaga senchen chok mare
Even
ni
at
la imba chong da ja gombal sha cho zo roba zon on te zon senchen te tag mare
even at that time we had these 4 hired help. My father didn't graze animals, but as I
chung
told you,
jeng ga ya
he
bo
used
chung
to
ba de
be an attendant at the monastery and lama, and he also did a lot of trading. He was very good at that.
I see. So when you were living in your home as a nomad, were there other people sharing your nomad tent? Were you with other families or just your mother and you?
Amla doksala shupe kabla roa ta khuriyo roa ani khurnala amla chikpo re ya dinala mi shemba denge yore
chuma nyom bo chil de ga
lega chinge da chama
acha leka chenga ta to so leka chenga la korsena base ba pu yorwa leka chenga to so desa local chi sol yore nganzo desa ka ga yo ta nan kumbanda yorwa kumban nganzo nomi dena leka chenga to so do ai kumba jemba chik mun de ga o tin do re
we lived in ba tent that's called ba, and it was like a house, there was a
ba chonjo ji no yo po yo mo ya
a bar for the family and another smaller bar for the hired help.
So it was just your mother and you in one bar.
Ani ba chik nala ani amla yore
ni ama tani asha ti you logo you gule tani ni punjab mo te chonjo ani anzo yo yi me yin do ai yo
initially there was just my mother, maternal uncle and myself, and later of course my sister was born, so we were 4.
Okay. And maternal uncle, okay. And sister, did you live in the ba, the yak hair ba in the winter, and then did you have one made of a lighter material for the summer?
Amla number 2 ta gongala shusa di ta yagi tsipagi so yo badirwa the yarka la yan te tsipa yanga ji yorwe te sira yo
te yo mar chi pare kor pugure kashi re ge zo tan kor ndwa re kor zo ya ka tende kashi zo ge ngan zo heda chepar se mare.
No, for us it was the same bar that we used during winter and summer, but there were people that used a lighter bars for the summer.
And how often did your family, you weren't doing any farming, is that right? No planting of vegetables or corn?
Amla number 2 shingle chicken nangi yo marwe no, there wasn't.
You were a complete nomad.
nganzo ba pu desa to ba shinga ta pe mo boyo re mi to so shinga ta ba shinga mo le re nganzo shinga yo mare
Amla number 2 chigi yo mare right where we had pitched our bar, there were farmlands where people did cultivation, but we never did.
I see.
drone ri to so saya chu shinga yong e to so den chu nyu ni nganzo Rupa command chora to so part and then so jati, did they get a machine and the liquor machine.
We used to trade our butter and cheese for wheat and rice from these people, but we never did any cultivation.
Butter and cheese for wheat.
And rice.
For wheat and rice.
Rice. Dear, amla. Sorry, it's wheat and barley. Rice didn't grow there.
I didn't think it did. Wheat and barley. And did you move from one location to another during the year?
And amla number so doksa saje chikle ya pugruel. Yes, we moved.
How often?
And lo chikle thema khazus pugu na amla. Around twice a year.
And was the move by yourself or with other families?
Amla number so saje chikle pugru a doksa. Pugu gane so nami chepo ju pugre ya ami shamba changma nyamdo pugru. Everybody moved together to the next site.
Like about 10 families or 5
Yeah,
families?
there was a
there was a separate site where we went in summer when it was warm, and another place in winter where it was cold. And when we moved, everybody migrated together. Amla din nangmi khajus yore pyedu gane chuz yore khajus yore nyamdo
Majing nanzo Gakorma seni karsena tan de hisanda wichi yorwa misong ngat chunchong kapsel misong ngap ju nong jori an ta tan da wi na pe mo bo re chari ya ma tu tong jam ki ramada zo charwa misong ngap ju nga ni nga som tan ti jore.
When I was little, Gakorma was like a settlement, and there were around 50 to 52 families. But now, after the Chinese arrived, I think it's more.
More even?
Yes.
I'm not sure what's funny.
I'm like game show does
La.
I'm like game show says.
Questions are funny? Yeah. Well, I don't know. For people who have never lived in your part of the world, what would if that you came out of your ba in the morning? What did you see? What was the scenery like?
Tami mangbo amla ge shusa doksa la de nyu yo marwa. Amla number 2 baji bula shugu yorwa. Ta shoke bar gi chilo ma the yongwa. Ani khari da wish thongre ya yon la ya.
Ya ka ina meto da tsandra tsaise meto da manda ki yor sa cha pe chi bo yor gunka ina te so sankin pan ro choto so barap cha tan ren ro gunka meto mem ren ro ya ka ina nganzo lomba pe si bo gol ma tan da meto ndaga tu ka kal meto choncho le tsa da meto da pe chi bo
During summer, the region was beautiful, as you emerged from your door, you could see flowers everywhere, and there were different kinds of flowers. It's very beautiful, and during winter time it was cold and the water froze.
Froze, right. Can you remember any of the names of any of the flowers?
Amla pegeleya meto pe mangbo yor sungruala and meto ge min khashe jik thanda thengi yana suna meto khare yore amla
meto kai chongshu senti yore
la
kai chongshu
ha now ani shaba khare
ma bo shore adar gidar sen
adar
gidar ha ani meto sechen mata temi meto mombo yore ndramanda meto min kaka so ka yore meto ndra se jade ngate mi shere mombo shere
there was a kind of flower called gari changchu and there was a red one called Adar Gidar, and then there was the Serchen, and there were many different kinds of flowers with different names, and the flowers, reached up to your thighs.
Man个等的东不么不没多的东不man个那种个等的man家本么不些个人啊都弄吧，做嘛的哇啥些啊。
And our region was very clean, and many kinds of medicinal plants also grew there.
Yes, I was going to ask, can you remember any kind of medicine that they made from the plants?
Di amla ani me gi ta me to mang bu gi do za bu gi yorwa dine me de se ba king gi yoba amla khari khari su gi
na ke zo shin go meten ni nyerin tan de lama tan de member ya po tan de to to ma dom to so me recharge to ma do ni ani me to so ndor je ni men zo re to ma san ya ka tan sie gi
I didn't know how to make, but I had some relatives, lamas, that knew and collected these medicinal plants, and then they powdered these plants, and this was the only medicine that we had, and all these medicinal plants they grew in the summertime.
And in the Ba, was there any kind of altar or shrine that you used to pray at?
Amla baji yorwa shuksa. And badi nalaya the chushum dinde yorwa.
Yori.
Yes, there was a shrine.
Can you describe it?
Any chushum di khande yore amla di
So
chiksu
something nganzo bagungon mele. 단다 공부하는 거를 샹요 같은데 공부하는 샹 기반도 통과 샹 그래 세고 된데 샹요래 세고 아니 don사노리 양체 그래 처음에 몽범에 마글룬 처음에 바 그래 정말요 차고서 요
in the altar where whatever you find in a house these days, there were scroll paintings, and then there were golden images and bowls filled with water offering and butter lamps.
And was the Ba like one large room where you did everything?
아니 아무라 바지요르와 디 강미 첨부 찍다고래 찍란 찍으래.
지래 첨부 지래.
It was one large room.
And like the Ba that you lived in, could you say how big it was? Like, was it as big as from here to that wall, or bigger?
And that amlagi 바지요르와 슈사. And 디 치중 다다 차샤비나 피게네 디가스지 요래 양체 요래 충아 요래 간데 요래.
그렇게 뭐 된다가 첨부 요래야. 그게 닌던데가 서때 요야 요래.
It was very large from that side to that side.
Okay, that would be 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, maybe 60 feet.
And the feet now, let's say by the feet to choose you are doing yourself. Right.
Was the Ba always round?
Any badilwa amla. Gogore, tupshire,
두시래.
la.
두시래.
The square shaped.
Oh, square. Square shaped, okay. Who had round ones? I've seen them.
Gogo dende yore amla, ba gogo.
고고 가시간 통요야 간조 용레와 롱바 점발데 메싱간조 여설 고고요 말이야.
I've seen
고르던데 고고zo 그래. 레 고르자그래와 너는 담부생도 자가. 근데 고고zo 그러면 바 고고zo 간조요 말이야. 요 말에서는 딱 가시 춘춘던데 라만도 유사던데 고고 춘춘던데 그래서요. 제가 요 말에
in our region, all the baths were square shaped, but when I was, traveling through other regions, I did see circular baths, but they were cloth tents, that were circular. And maybe there were, tiny circular baths for lamas to live in, stay in. Yeah.
And what was the ground cover? to protect you from the wet and the cold in the bark.
다 바 요로와 암라 바기 낭로라 다 사지 요로와 사디갈 가리 띵기래 다 찍가 야 장모다 렘바 마차야라
Telen look poken zui chukan den tan da tonchen raw tonchelin tu atende den tu po ndiore tende tingire.
On the floor was very thick mats similar to carpet but much thicker that was laid. These were made from the fur of sheep.
Fur of sheep, so maybe not sheep skin, but you would actually weave the carpets out of the...
amla di luki pakpada punyamdo jargyo de marwa luki pukko
Pukko ni ti kopazo ti den raw zon zuchure.
That's the wool of the sheep that's spun into thread and woven into mats.
Was it waterproof in some ways?
Ani di wonia lempa chagi mena chu matang ya dinde ina.
Ma chago mare. Sakor kombo rewa ngando.
The ground was dry, so it didn't become wet.
Oh, yeah. If you had your...
Ji zato jang tupo tengrewa. Lama chara chago mare.
And it didn't become
Ya
wet.
ko pozu ya se tende lele chembo yore tende tende tapso jang mo tengrewa. Lama ta chago mare.
We had many mats, made of this wool as well as yak hair.
Right. So, if you moved your ba even twice a year, did it go back and forth to the same place when you moved it?
Ta amla number zulo chigla thuni sacha pegu yorwa. Sacha pegu kabla ya ta ba de namli pegorwa. Yang jema sacha thagarang la legirvel. Hala sacha chigla
Ti yag gon la ke nin rogre. Ganto gadio marwati kapsal.
at that time we did not
Part dole chembo rawa part yete ka so zoe part so ani ya yingal tendi part jalki and then rog. Ta
these the large bar, they were separated into 4 different parts, and these were loaded onto yaks, and we rode horses and drove the yaks along because there were no vehicles in those days.
How did you get water supply? Like for washing clothes or cups or your body? How did you get that water?
Amla la lungbala shupe kabla rwa ta tholo thuya yimba ene re ta nanglayan ta thali phoba thuya yimba ene re chukhawane ragi yore amla
nganto chu chembo tende jasi tende kawa juju re chul ka so thoru re chu juju men shin chi sit yo mari juju pe chu chembo re chu mo ndona ndaka ti jadenge tende chu ka so gogor bag pagon me yore sono bi.
Oh, there was plenty of large rivers flowing by just next to the bar, and that reached up to the waist, so you could wash anytime you wanted.
But in the winter it was too cold, so in the summertime did you wash more often?
Ta gungalani thang tharwa amla ani yakala manga thurwe thugaya denso.
Tu yakal tes monga jagre.
That's right. There was we washed more during summertime.
When it was so cold in the winter, did the women put anything to protect their skin from the freezing winds and things like that?
Ta amla gungala thang thanirwa ta kime chugi dongbala ya jik jida jik chugurwe ta. Yes, they did apply.
But what?
Khare amla. Khare chugure.
Ta so chi zoe yore karesena. Nando krom yoga. Jaga gor segndwa. O ti da drangsi da tandi tete toni ronti ragre. Teso tete toni ni dombal shua zogre. Gengo to so ke shu mar go chune to so tandi chugre. Then ti da sen chelo ndronga to so trong trạm sẽ cả cái tên đấy cái đó tụi bà cái rồi tên đấy xíu đấy yếu đấy số đấy
We made a mixture ourselves. It was made, from brown sugar and honey. And this was applied by the young girls on the face. And also when it was so cold that cracks developed on your face, this was used.
And was it left on overnight or for a few days?
And the dongbala chuni tsenchik shagre and nimakashi shashagre.
cái nhưng mà nhìn xong giờ cái yếu đấy cái trên xe chỉ đi cho nên phát cho giờ cái yếu đấy
Yeah, some left it overnight and washed it off, while others left it for 2 or 3 days.
What about like the hands did so much work in the cold? Was there any treatment for cracked skin and hands?
Laga dende che nam chamoyina ya lakpa la sega yuksi rwa. Lakpa la yang khari chugre.
apa itu senchen ko oma ko mar zo gre wa mar tendi ko no ni mar ya po tendi ta chen ma kun ra wo zon ti ka ni la ba chua tendi so zo gre ti hyun ni se ke mar
You
cha cha thoma senchen ko jo ni yong go ha so da lu tendi zani ti saya ko ya chua thoma cha thoma ti zani yong gre shelo 제가 뇨간 로 말해
there was purified butter that we used on the hands, and they did not develop any crack. And whatever we needed, whether it was food, clothing, or any application on the body, everything came from the animals and the sheep, and we didn't have to go to buy anything.
It sounds very economical.
nga senchen ron thong duet te kapsul nga senchen inside strength duet
Do you think like I was like an animal then?
No, I think it was very smart. I think natural products are much healthier for the people than all the chemical products. Tell her I was admiring.
Mogi samgi dulas ro pe masi changbo res di kabla khain si
re
na khari yoba di chuba ina ro
ti ya yo re chulu ni nyon na ya wo ma
buying from outside isn't that good.
No, it's not. Butter is better.
so ni pora ti de yong ge
Mari ya ga yo res
Much better.
mar bi pure re wa ti ga mar wa
It's not just butter, it's pure butter.
Pure butter. Yeah, and the animals were eating beautiful grass and flowers, right? And pure water.
Any semjen do juge chu changma thongji yore cha yakboda meto sagi yorwa. That's right.
chamba po se anda tanda do ya ka meto che we ka chale chi lo ja ya chamba po ya tande ta so le ne yen ba chi po na po le to ka ke chamba po ya de tande yo mare pen chung chung gu dum bi ye re wa han te gre se
You know, during summer, there were flowers and medicinal plants growing everywhere, and nobody suffered from cough or cold.
See that? Much healthier. I know. Like in your experience, how long did most people live? Was there a kind of an age that most people passed away?
Amlagi samju cheba ina dikabla ta migi cheji yorwa. Migi chede khaju stuff chik degi yana.
세트도 다 소소소소소소 지관도 말와 도마 가시 로고죠 자라 생게 요래 가시 돈지 자실 동동에 두지 돈지 가시 데데 낸다고 호트 말는 반나나 니시 손지 동동에 요래 왔대도 지관도 말와
You know, everybody is not same way that death is concerned. You know, some people live to be 90, 100. Where others like would die at 20, 30 out of illnesses.
When in fact people did die in your region, what kind of burial ceremony? What did they do for funeral and then to dispose of the body? What did they do?
다 암라기 롱베나리아 다 미지 찍나니 총바 차샤와 총바 이나다 풍보 딜레야 가리 지기래. Any meva kandesta kea kandeski gire bongodipa.
Me chung ro de ngan zo gomba chimbo gomba som yore. Lama pe mo bor lama chuma dengre chu zogre ni ti ta gre ti ka du re sona ni pombo to kini shal de gre sha lama de ni sha mo bo go sen do yo mar igar da bore ta den no ni an shal de gre pa chiwa mel rag mare ngan zo ma sha sa.
When a person died, nearby there were 3 very large monasteries and many monks in the monasteries. So different prayers were conducted, and then astrological calculations were done, and based on that, the body was then offered, given to the vultures. In our region, there was no cremation.
Did people prefer that kind of sky burial? Did they feel happy that that's how they were going to be disposed of?
Chaguleya pumbuteya jiorwa. Ta di amlagi number 2 lumbegi mitsangmegi dilateba chigi yona.
Ar luson da wa ngan zo. Ti me che jemba sal binane ya boyo mare ganzo be luso yo mare shalte ani rugo to so ani ne satandel kondoni ne sal ya tani chasanda wajja tandi sogre ndorni chupe chegre ngando lomba gomba mo lama mo chupe chegre.
That was the custom in the region. There was no burial or anything else. And then the bones would be taken to holy pilgrim sites and left there. And in our region, a lot of prayers were performed. There were a large number of monks there.
I think we're going to have to wrap it up. Amala, I know you want to go to Mani prayers. I can see you want to get on your horse and go.
Ta Amala, ta shuni Mani densal peya insare.
So I want to ask you so many more questions about nomad life, but I respect your prayers, and I hope I hope that you will pray for us. And I would like to ask, what prayers are you saying for Tibet these days?
Amlagi ta tanda page Mani densal peya gugu yorwa. Amlagi chidangi thugi pögi tendal melam kari kyungi yesido.
Pögi boga tanda marwa nga karindanan senchen tamje soso pama inso pama maju pa yo marwa. Teni soso ke tsendi ke pama ni ke zo jeni. Teni senchen tamje soso ke pama inbo ke jeni. Teni so ngwa ma jeni teni mani jindana teni dangi yo.
I pray not just for Tibet, but for all sentient beings who have, been my parents at one point of time or the other, including my present life prayers, parents. I pray for all sentient beings.
That's a very special ending.